guys, it's 101502 Inc. I'm back, and today we're going over how to answer question 1 Middlemen exercise, in Python. So we just learned how to do it in JavaScript. Now my job is to show you how to do it in Python. Now in JavaScript we use the for loop. In Python we're going to use the while loop. I tried doing like a version of the for loop in Python, but it just ended up like a big mess, so I just scrapped it and I went through their documentations and I was just like, the hell with it, let's just do a while loop. So we're going to take many aspects from the JavaScript lessons, but we're just incorporating it into a while loop. So quite essentially it's the same thing. So how we can do this is set up the variable, and we are working in coding.com's environment, a software engineering website that everybody should be on. And basically what we should do is pretty much assign y a value of 18. So in JavaScript, we did not assign x a value until we actually wrote the for loop. But in Python, we're just starting it off, assigning the value. That's difference number 1 right there. So we're just going to write a while loop. So if x is greater, I should probably add, or equal to y, we are going to print out on the screen, this is x. And difference number 2 right now is, notice in Python you can't do what you do in JavaScript. I'll just show you the error first before I correct it for all of you. Some of you probably already know what the error is already just by looking at it. Alright, y plus y. So when we bring up our terminal, coding.com's got some new features, teamwork. So I guess you can incorporate more than one user to hop on your code and design alongside you. So that's not what we're looking to do though. So I'm going to stick to the task at hand. And remember when in JavaScript I did Node? Well, in this one I'm doing Python, the file name, which is 1 Middlemen exercise. For me, it can be whatever you want on your computer. And Python, the name of the file .py. Interesting. Utterly interesting. I've actually never had this problem. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the reason why I've never had this problem is because I did it right. If you do it right, then you should not get a screen like this on coding.com. If you do it wrong, you will get a screen like this. So what it says traceback, most recent call last, and basically it'll tell you what the file that you're working on and where the error is. So line 9. Where is line 9? Line 9 is probably around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right around here. That's the first problem. And somebody's calling. I wonder if I should pick it up. I'm not going to pick it up. So line 9 is right there, so it's dealing with x, the x variable. In Python, you can't do what you do in JavaScript, where JavaScript is like, it's all careless. It's like it's loose with it. You're just dropping things everywhere. You can't do that in Python. And Python is less strict, but when it comes to strings, you just can't do that. Maybe in Python 3.0, but this is Python 2.7. You just can't do that. So a way to fix this, along with, it's not just the x variable, it's the y variable as well. That's error prone in this situation. Like if I fix x, then we'll get an error message for y. So, but let me see. So it doesn't actually give us a result of anything because the x is wrong. So what we want to do is call something called string. So string, and this is actually in one of my tutorials, one of my videos, so check it out. So now this code is perfect, it's ready to go. We've saved it. So what this basically does is it turns this x variable, which was previously a number. Remember that, it was a number. And in Python, you can't just put numbers and text together. It just does not happen. So you have to concatenate them. I think I'm saying that right. And what that basically means is you're basically, if you basically want to have a text and a string together, you pick which one you want to work with. So do you want to turn the string into a number, or do you want to turn the number into a string? So in this case, I'm just turning the number into a string, and that's pretty much what str is short for, string. So we can still add and multiply and do all of our wonderful math functions as well. So it just operates the same way. So when I feel like I am forgetting something. I really do. I actually am forgetting one bit of information here. Y minus 2. Why didn't you guys tell me anything? So when we run the program, this time we should be getting nothing really on the screen because we are doing this perfectly. So when we do this again, voila! We get on the screen the same result that we get in our JavaScript file. So what happens when x is 0 and y is 18? So quintessentially, like x is 0, y. If we had like a table, it would say 0, and x would be at the top right here. So this would be the number column, x and y would be right here. And basically, what happens? 0, 0. Coordinate 0, 0, the value x is at 0, the value y is at 18, and it just, yeah, that's just what goes on. So basically you see when x is 6, y is 6. When x is 7, y is 4. When x is 8, y is 2. When x is 9, y is 0. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I mean, this isn't as fun as it will be later on, maybe around like 5, 6, 7 tutorials into it, but it definitely is like slowly building up to the fun part. So add, like, subscribe, comment down below. Please click on every ad in and around my videos. I get a small cut. You guys get some great ads. I'm out. This is survival.